In the past here on Catawba Communities, we've talked to you about economic development and what governments are doing to create a climate for job creation. One of the most successful has been the town of Maiden, and I'm glad we've been joined by Maiden's Mayor, Bob Smyre. Thank you, Mayor, for being with us today.
Thank you for inviting me.
In the town of Maiden, there have been a number of things that have happened very recently and on through time in terms of economic development and creating jobs. Would you first tell us a little bit about what Maiden's basic philosophy is on economic development?
Maiden's philosophy right at the present is we need to create jobs like every small town in America does. We try to create an environment where business can come, small or large, and make a profit and make a go of it here in Maiden. We try to open the opportunities. We try to keep our budget in such that they are enticed to come here.
Now, one of the ways that you have done that, and actually joining with a lot of the other local governments in the county, is through the use of business parks, specifically pieces of land that have a lot of advantages to businesses, maybe near an interstate or in an area where there's water and sewer. Maiden was a partner in one of those business parks, and that led to one of your economic development successes. Tell us about that, which people know about, and some other things that Maiden has done in terms of bringing new industries in.
We started out with an MJ Park with all of the municipalities in Catawba County. It was to be in Maiden, and it just so happened that Apple decided to take the whole thing, and it put it all in Maiden's hand. And we thank the county because the county worked real hard with us to do this. But we also worked with the other municipalities. We're presently in partnership with the MJ Park that's going to probably take place in Conover. And we know that jobs are critical, and we do know that when our citizens and any citizens in Catawba County need a job, they don't stop at a property line or a town line. They look for a whole county for a job. And so it behooves us, it behooves the county, if we can all partner together. And we share in the cost, naturally, of building the park, but let's face it, we also share in the profits from this park.
Now, go ahead.
And that's a win-win for the county, the city right now of Conover, for the MJ Park, and us. And it's when you put us all together like that, we can share in the money, and it's not hard on any municipality. And it affords all of our citizens in Catawba County, surrounding areas, for a job.
Now, specifically as it relates to Apple coming here, I know one of the things that people said that I don't think people really understand the impact it's had is that it seems to have created a relatively small number of jobs, but there is an economic impact in terms of the tax base benefiting from Apple. Tell me just a little about
Absolutely. That's right. It didn't create a whole lot of jobs. It created around 50 jobs. But it created, when you're talking about $1 billion operation, $1 billion, it made all the difference in the world to our tax base. We were one of the few municipalities that lowered our tax base this past year. And this was great. Our elected officials have instructed the town manager at this particular time that maybe we can do it again next year. But what's good when you have a tax base like that, you can lower your tax rate, and it's good for all the small businesses. Everybody in town, they save money, and in turn saving money, they can put it back into the community, and small businesses can put it back in their business. So it's a win-win situation.
Now, here in Maiden, it's also not just Apple, too. In just the last couple of years, you all have had some other big industrial announcements. Tell me about some of those.
Oh, we're really proud of that. We have Ethan Allen that created more than 150 jobs within the past year. We have Lawrence Lumber that's building more, that's creating jobs. We have Von Drill here, the paper company with the headquarters in Hickory, doing very well. We're proud of all of these things just like that. They've done good for the town of Maiden, and it's economic good for us. We need to create a climate from manufacturing to high technology, and we feel like that we're on the road to do that.
And then in closing, you mentioned it in passing, but there is planning in the works right now for yet another business park, maybe up toward Conover. So you're going to stay with the other counties and cities in the county and continue to push for more economic development, right?
Absolutely. The more we have in the county, the more opportunities our people have to have a job. And that should be all the elected officials in Catawba County to hunt better ways in high technology or anything to come to the county so they can have a job and create a good living.
Maiden's Mayor Bob Smyre, we do so much appreciate you joining us for this month's edition of Catawba Communities. It's been really nice to be here in Maiden.
Thank you for inviting us, and come back anytime. We'd like to tell you all about the town of Maiden and what we're doing for our people.
And we'll be back right after this. You know, this is a really nice place just to meet and talk, but I know this is your council chambers. There's a branch of the library nearby. It's a really nice place.
We're proud that the library is here. It's an asset to the town, and yes, our council chambers are here. And